Welcome back to the channel. Let's go! What's going on? It's the Ghost back in the building. We at it again. Today we doing something different. I said I'm just gonna rewind the tape so we can just cover a couple of things. So I may show the whole video, may not. I just want to get to some main areas of it and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's get into it. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Bell notification so don't miss the next video. So this is on the test server this past weekend. You know, if you want some free stuff, get on the test server. You know, it's temporary, but just get on there, get it in, get it done. You can get you some new stuff. You know, you'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but we had a new weapon. It actually came out last weekend. I couldn't actually connect. I was on. Kept getting errors, so I said forget it. I'll worry about it next time. So they brought it back this weekend. Basically made some adjustments. They said it actually lasts longer, does more damage, and you know, we'll get into it and see where it's at. The big thing that I noticed was that, you know, a lot of the weapons coming out now, they do damage no matter what. So what I mean by that? Well, the first culprit in the game was the shock train, and still is, right? Nobody talks about it, but the shock train basically does damage where it shouldn't be doing damage. So what I mean by that, when a shock train hits a bot, let's say the bot is not shielded, right? If you're within that range, it's gonna jump to 5, there's actually 6 bots now, jumped up to 6 bots and do basically less damage to each one of those, but you're gonna get damage off those individual bots as well. So that's what it's supposed to do. Basically, it was designed to break up groups of people who are trying to hide behind cover. In theory, it's cool. Problem is, you know, this game is designed for you to try and use cover and special abilities to your advantage. So that was kind of a drawback for me. But then what I noticed is that the shock train not only does that, but if you have a shielded bot, which conventionally will block the damage that it can block. So let's say if I got a shield, it may block projectiles, it may block energy. Now it's not gonna block splash like from rockets, okay? So you see the Bogasari. The Bogasari can block the projectiles, it can block the energy, but it cannot block if you fire like a missile at it, right? Because the missile hitting it actually explodes, so you're gonna take basically damage from that explosion, okay? So in that case, it can't block everything. Well, this little guy here is a new weapon. It's a Sting. We got the Wasp, I believe that's what it's called, the other one. And both of these weapons actually do corrosive damage, okay? But the thing about the shock train is that when it hits a shielded bot, instead of it stopping with the shielded bot, it hits the shielded bot, does not do damage if it hits the shield of that bot, which it shouldn't do, right? But it still jumps to the nearby robots. So in essence, you still get damage to other bots, even though the initial contact or initial robot that you hit, it should have stopped at that point. They've never fixed that, never addressed it, and which is interesting. Me personally, I've never heard another player mention that issue. Now, people love damage, they love high damage. I love a lot of damage. It's just awesome. You know, you go in just destroying bots. At the end of the day, there should be some logic behind it, because here's the thing. In the game, if there's a bot in front of you, good or bad, you can't shoot through that bot and hit the bot behind you, which it shouldn't be that way. So if it's an enemy bot standing in front of you and you're fighting that enemy bot and their bot, let's say their friendly bot is behind the enemy bot you're hitting, that bot can't shoot through their teammate and hit you. They have to get around that bot and hit you. Now, hopefully it won't change that now that I'm bringing it up, but it's been that way for a long time. I got a couple videos where you might see me doing that, where I'm using the enemy bot that I'm attacking as cover from the other enemy bot that's trying to get me while I'm taking on the initial enemy bot, okay? So that's what it's been like. But the shock train is one of those situations where it bypasses that whole concept. Then we have the Corona, which basically fires a spread just like the EC Thunder, and therefore by shooting a spread, it actually gets past the shield. So if you have a shielded bot in that case, it doesn't hit you. Now, on the Bulwark, the corrosive damage seems to even bypass the Aegis shield, I guess is what you want to call it. That's what they call it on the Blitz. Basically bypasses the special shield on the bulwark and still does an enormous amount of damage to the bulwark. Okay, and there's some footage on that we're going to cover. So let's get into the first battle here. I believe I'm in the Mender. Yeah, I'm in the Mender in here. So the Mender, I'm rolling around with the, I think it's the Wisp or Wasp, whatever it is, Stinger. I think this is the Stinger. This is the small one. Now the one thing I noticed, they didn't come out with a medium version of these weapons, and why do you think that is? I believe it's because the majority of the bots that would use it would be the Spectre, which you would just get destroyed because it has a range of 500. If it was on a Hashi or a Bogey, you get destroyed. And what they're doing is quote unquote listening to the veteran players not wanting to see these same bots all the time. I don't think that's what it is, just how the game's always been that way. You get a strong setup, it moves in that direction. But, you know, when you came out with the Spectre, you knew it was like overpowered from the jump. Okay, but now that everybody can access it, now it's like it's too much, so we need to do something different, okay? This little Mender is pretty good, man. It's the first healing bot in the game. This one and the Wayland, they both heal, but the Wayland, it's a good bot, but the thing is, I believe the Mender's just better because of the mobility of it and the weapons that you can use on it. Now, the Wayland can do good damage, but of course it's a big bulky bot and it's a big target, okay? So let's think about that. But in this, we're gonna jump back because I'm just blowing through this footage real quick. We'll go back to it because I want to show you some things I noticed that hopefully Pix will take care of before this comes to live. Okay, now the one thing you're gonna notice in this battle is that some of the people are gonna get taken out, and it's not gonna, basically it doesn't seem like it's registering properly, okay? And I think the reason behind it is because whenever a person takes corrosive damage, you're going to see above their head this little arrow pointing down with the same symbol that's next to their bot, basically telling you, hey, this bot's taking corrosive damage for this amount of time. Corrosive damage basically is when it hits the bot, this Wisp or the I believe it's the Stinger. When it hits the bot like there, okay. Now you see that this bot is taking corrosive damage. This little guy here, that's gonna show up on the bots when they're taking damage, but the symbol on top shows as well. And I think the issue at times is that this is showing and the player's name is removed. And because of that fact, down at the bottom when it shows the information, it shows the bot was destroyed, but it doesn't say it was actually, you know, who received credit for destroying the bot. So it just looks like the pilot destroyed the bot themselves. That's what it looks like. And it doesn't seem to always register. Now, sometimes there'll be a couple of times in here you're gonna see that it looks like it registered, okay, in person. So we're gonna see this bot going in up here at the top. You got the hover bot coming in, Madman. This is Mad Lunatic. Don't do this, people. The hover bot's not beast mode like that. Okay, they're coming in, they're up in the air, just getting destroyed. Now you see G2M 2B6, that's the pilot's name. Generic name probably given by the game in most cases. And we're gonna look at the information at the bottom and let's see what it says. Now, we also wanna watch the score at the top, okay? So here we go, going down. Pilot's like, yo son, I'm coming in. I'm in trouble, too late, boom. Look what it shows at the bottom. It says they're destroyed, right? It doesn't show a pilot that took them out, which is usually the case. Shows the pilot name, shows the type of weapon they were taken out by, then it shows who was taken out. That's not showing here, but it did give them credit. But understand, whenever you destroy your bot in team deathmatch, it tends to give credit to the other team to try to balance out people dropping bots. Not always a guarantee, but that's what we noticed. I have a video, it's been a couple months, probably was a couple months back, but it talked about a pilot, we were going at it, I was basically about to take them out. They dropped their bot. I ended up jumping from, I think, second to first. And I was like, hey, don't drop your bot because this could happen. So I believe this is just the mechanic it tries to do to counter that. But because of the issue of not showing the name, then you get destroyed instead of it actually showing the actual correct information. So whoever on that side took that pilot out probably did not get credit for that takedown, okay? So we're going to speed up some more. And you're going to see the corrosive damage kick in on him. Now, this guy's taking damage, okay? Now, the thing about the Falcon reduces damage So let's see how long it takes to take him out with this corrosive though. Now, with the corrosive, it's almost as though the pilot is the same. Now they are getting hit by the Tempest, which that's ripping them to shreds. Behind them, they're getting hit by another Mender, which I don't know what they're rocking, but they're ripping them to shreds too. So this really kind of may not be a good example, but we're gonna look for the name, okay? The name is what we're looking for at the end. Boom, destroyed once again. Now let's see if that's the same pilot. And look who received the points on that. They did. Now how does that work? How does that work, people? So let's try and get this name of this pilot. Make sure we have the right one. Okay, that's them right there. They're coming in. Let's see if it's the same pilot. All right, there they go. That's them. Now you don't see their name right there, okay? Their name's not showing because they have the normal symbol, the Falcon. It basically is letting you know that they're gonna reduce your damage. Whenever you see the little square pop up, that means the Falcon is reducing the damage you do to it by 60%, I believe. And it reduces all damage because it doesn't have it didn't specify. So anything hits it, it's gonna reduce that. Now, okay, the Butch got hit in the face. Now there it is, the Falcon comes in. Now at this point, they're not reducing any damage. They're taking everything you got for them, right? Everything you give them. But notice the symbol is up still. So I'm confused on that because normally the symbol, oh, is it cracked? Hold on, maybe it's a little different. Maybe the symbol changes. Let's see. The symbol has a little crack in it, but I thought it always did. Let's see if maybe that's it. Now that's the pilot right here. Where they at? Where the pilot? There he is. I see him moving to the left. There they are right here on this side. Now they may have taken that down because it gives you a heads up on what type of bot it is. And me personally, I wouldn't want you to know what type of bot I'm in. I mean, people don't really think about that, but if a person doesn't know what type of bot you in, that can be an advantage for you, right? So here we go. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's watch Pilot MHD. Here they come there in the Falcon. Looks like they're rocking, they might be rocking some Punishers. I don't know. Look like they savage. No, those got, it's a single weapon. It's got to be heavy and it's lit up. You know what? It's an Avenger. I bet you it's an Avenger. Yeah, that's rocking the Avenger, baby. So they just shredded that bot, okay? They helped with that takedown, but they didn't get credit. So you'll see them. I think they're firing at the hover. We'll see. Yeah, GM2's going in. They go in. Now look, they're getting hit from this side. So that's the Falcon cutting loose on them with the Avenger. That Avenger, man, I love that weapon, man. I want like 3 of those. They had on sale for like $10, but I'm like, nah, I can't do that right now. But that Avenger's a good weapon, man. So here we go. Moving up. The Falcon's getting close. Now, you don't see a name over the Falcon right now. And I think it's because it's still in the regular mode. Yeah, you see the weapons behind it. Now, the icon pops up and it has a crack in it. So I think what it's telling you is right now, the Falcon is vulnerable, which means it's going to take whatever damage you hit it with. It's not going to reduce it by 60%. So you better get on this kid. But on top of that, let you know, hey, they got all 3 weapons ready to go. So you better watch yourself. So if you see that square, if you don't know what they have, you better be very careful before you step out there because they not only have the 3 weapons, but they can jump. So here we're going to see them use that jump ability to get in quick on you. And now they got all 3 of the Avengers kicking off. This is not cool for me, but my teammates are cutting loose on them. So now we're just like, yo, son, you taking all this business, kid. You taking all this, son. And they're down. But here's the thing, destroyed. And guess who got credit? They did. What the heck? So hopefully this won't come to live like this. Hopefully you guys, take care of whatever's going on with that, because it shouldn't be that way. So we got the Spectre coming in with the RDB setup, which you're seeing a lot, which makes sense because of the changes. And then too, the RDB is just, it's a good weapon. Now remember, you got a lot of shields, but that helps knock down that shield really quickly. So that's a big deal. So me and this other bot, there you go, another bot destroyed, okay? Nobody's getting credit for these bots, but yet their score is still going up, okay? So that bot was destroyed. So on that one, it would make sense what I said earlier. But the one we just took out on their side, that didn't make sense because they still got credit for it. So here we go. Teams moving back and forth. RDB, Spectre jumps up, kicking off. All right, now we're going to try and follow my man with the shield, okay? Now he's blocking the Redeemer. Now that Redeemer, that's 3 of them puppies. They doing a lot of damage. Spectre getting out. So here we go. Now, I want you to watch this. Watch the Galahad to my right. There's something the Galahad should have done. They should have hugged that wall, okay? I know they're trying to take on this enemy pilot, but you have Vortex in play. I believe that's what's on this, yeah. You know what? They have one Vortex on there. Is it one? Yeah, I think they have one Vortex and the rest of them are Talumbas. Let's see. Nope, they're all Talumbas. Somebody fired something over the top. See, somebody's hit me. You know what? They probably have a Shamir or something back there. But the Galahad was broke off by one of those setups, I believe. But anyway, so here we are with the Wisp, and we're just trying to get in some shots. So you see, I put the corrosive damage on them. I'm gonna back up. So this little weapon's pretty interesting. The heavy one does damage, but it's almost like you don't realize it. Okay, it's almost like you don't realize it. Now you get hit by 3 of them, you can get taken out really quick without realizing it. And I'm wondering, I'm hoping it's not true, but it kind of feels like the bulwark takes a lot more damage from some of these weapons than it should. Here we go. He snuck up on me, you bum. But, you know, we're getting locked down. We're getting corrosive damage. We got stealth. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So I'm just trying to, and you can see we got 0 points, people. 0. So, and I'm just getting rocked. I should move, but I'm just getting trashed. I believe those are probably, but they keep hitting me as though there's some type of vortex or aphid. I think I just saw the culprit, but I don't know what that was. Maybe it's Hydras. It could have been Hydras. Yeah, that might have been Hydras. Now they get a double takedown, then it shows another person destroyed, okay? So here we go. All right, we're gonna rock and roll in the bully, baby. So bully's up. I want you to look at how much damage. So right now, think of how much damage you think I've done. Don't seem like I've done a lot, to be honest with you. It really don't seem like I've done a lot. Then I didn't get credit for some of those takedowns, plus my teammates were hitting them. So here we go, bully's coming in, madness. All right, we're gonna, now look at this. All right, so that was pretty quick. Let's slow that down and go back to regular motion. Let's see what that looks like in regular motion. Because that Spectre doesn't have a lot of health anyway, okay? That's the one thing we already know. Does not have a lot of health anyway. So moving out with this guy. Wait for the Spectre to come into the picture. There they go. Alright, here we go. Regular speed. Alright, we start firing on them. Done. So it does take a little bit, but also the thing is, even if you get out of the way, if you've taken too much damage from it, you're done. Once again, destroyed. Now, did we get credit for that one? Let's go back and see. When this one gets taken down, we're gonna look for that pilot's name. This says destroyed. Benny up top. They just broke somebody out. Now it shows Vortex pilot, but nothing in front of it. So just some odd stuff going on. Hopefully this will not make it onto live. Hopefully they'll fix whatever is going on with this as far as registering who took out who. Okay, because you're gonna lose some battles and you're gonna be really irritated. Very irritated. I know I would be. I know I would be, man. So I believe this is where the little Strider's gonna come in and try. No, Pursuer Nation, baby. Pursuer Nation, they're rocking the Gust. We already know that Gust build is disgusting. The Pursuer is short enough not to take direct line of sight fire. And the weapons have been set up to make sure they go over their head. But right now, we're just trying to do damage, man. Trying to do damage, man. Now, we put corrosive on them. Did we take them out is the question. Now, that one says Orkin. So maybe somebody behind me hit me. Somebody else came in and hit me. That's what happened. Somebody else must have come in because I'm trying to keep them off of me, right? My shield's done. They're just getting the one pop here and there. I'm just trying to get them out of there. And it says Orkin. But he's like halfway across the map. There's no way he could have hit me from this hill. So we're putting that damage on them. So this is all corrosive damage from the light weapon and the heavy weapon. Okay, I'm still doing damage even though I'm not right next to them, right? So that's the thing about this weapon. You get damage on them. Now I'm getting hit. Let's move up. Teammates in trouble. All right, now they have the corrosive weapons on them too, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, they have the wisp, I believe. So I have the wisp and I also have the wasp. Is that what it is? I don't know. We'll put the title at the top. So here we go, getting them out the way. You see my damage, I'm still dropping because you see the percentage going off. So I'm taking a lot of damage right there, okay? Once that pilot was able to get that on me, so move back, took a little damage from that. Okay, so we're firing. So basically you take the regular damage and then you take the damage over the top. So here we go, I'm getting hit, but I don't have corrosive damage on me yet. It comes from the little pursuer. Okay, so we start fighting the pursuer, trying to hit him as much as we can. Pursuer's like trying to get that pilot out of there before they switch off to me. Pursuer turns around like, forget it, I'm taking too much damage. Now I'm taking, look at my health. Look at it drop. Look at it drop, man. Look at it drop. Oh my goodness, man. So they basically want to make sure there's stuff that gets on you, like, and then I'm getting hit by the spread damage. I believe that's Corona. I could be wrong. On top of that Inquisitor, my body is about gone. What can we do, people? 21-8. Is that the last one? Alright, we got 2 more bots, man. Alright, we come with the Mercury. Let's get it in. Drop the hammer on them right now. Boom! Do our damage. Now I'm stuck, but I'm still breaking this bot off. Okay, so you see me with the corrosive, but now let's see. It looks like it does go away if you get taken out. Okay, so that's basically, the weapons have always been like that. Whereas if you get taken out, you fire, let's say you fire rockets and they're about to hit that bot, but you get taken out, your rockets go away, which seems like that shouldn't be the case, but it is what it is. So here we are getting this one out the way. The lance turn around, because you see my damages on this bot, and it's gone. Okay, so that's the one way to get rid of it, is take out the bot and put it on you. Here we go, trying to get this Mender. Not the best bot to try and take out. If you got enough kick, you'll take him out. Alright, cool. We got him out of there before they can pop the little healing ability. Now I'm just getting roasted, trying to get off his Hashi, the shield. So it's like I think my teammate's behind me. Is there a teammate behind me? Because I'm activating their shield, which is interesting. Because I know, so let's see on this. So this bot doesn't have a shield, so I'm hitting this bot. Because I know on the bully, it did the same thing. You were hitting it, and it was just like, it was activating, it was damaging the bot and taking down the shield at the exact same time. Which, that doesn't sound right. So here we go. Let's see what happens. But nobody's behind me, I don't believe. They're taking on my teammate over there. So here we go. Boom. I'm going to start firing. That's me firing, and I'm actually affecting the shield and the bot at the exact same time. That makes no sense. How am I affecting the shield and the bot at the exact same time, man? So basically this weapon, it goes after the shield. It basically hits the shield and the bot at the same time. So it's almost like it's an energy and projectile weapon all in one. Something you might take note about, because when I bring the bully up, you'll see, man, it just straight destroyed the bully, people. Here we go. So we move up. You see right there. So we firing. And I just want to make sure it's just me doing damage to this bot. Alright, they kick in. I back up. That's my teammate over there with the Redeemer. So it's only 2 people at the top, you can see. I'm moving up. Alright, here we go. The Hashi's coming up. They start firing. Oh, my teammate. But see, my teammate's hitting him with energy. That means that shield shouldn't react to that. and then I'm firing with basically energy, and their shields reacting to it, but I'm actually doing damage to them as well. And that's going to do it, man. So that's interesting. So take note of that. It looks like these weapons do damage to not only the bot but also the shield as well. Ashley trying to hold it down for the team. And yeah, you see Ashley has energy too. So the Hachi shield should not have been activated because that's energy on energy. It shouldn't even responded to it, but it was. Look at that total, people. Look at that total. Look at that total, people. So, you know, you can only imagine with MK2, you know, if I was in the fight for real, you know, what kind of damage could you do? You know, and you're getting damage just on them. You know, a lot of people are gonna have their shock train, so this total will go up real easy with different weapons. Shock train, Scourge. Yeah, those type of weapons. You got certain bots like the Hellburner. You know, if you have some of the newer bots, like this weapon, we didn't have the Blitz in here, but this weapon to me, the Wisp part of it, I think that's what it's called. That's basically set up for the Blitz. The Blitz to come in and just destroy you really quickly. And it's got a shield that blocks damage too. But it looks like this weapon will get through that shield too. I don't know. We'll have to see. Because the Bulwark didn't hold up either, which was interesting. But you see these bots where we have on them. So those are the bots we had in play, okay? So I just want to make sure you guys see those. So 3 takedowns, and look at the damage. 1 million across the board. I mean, 1 million across the board. Everybody over here almost did 1 million too. I mean, honestly, the way the game's set up now, you know, live's a little bit difficult. Let's move back some, move a little bit quicker. So we can see these bots, so you'll know what we have. So first up, the Bully. Well, actually, the Mender. Okay, so we ran the Scourge and the Sting on the Mender. Okay, the Sting did pretty good damage overall with this setup. And it kept us out of harm's way. Bully was cool. I think there might be better setups, or if you have to be careful. If you're up against another bot with these weapons, this probably is not gonna be the best build for you because it'll go through your shield. This little guy, we didn't use this guy in this battle. We didn't use this, I don't remember using him in this battle. So if I did, let me know. This guy we definitely used, you know, being able to use that jump ability, get in there and hit him as hard as we can. And then this guy, a lot of people are running this in conjunction with the lockdown weapons. You know, lockdown weapon, this, and then some kind of Scourge type weapon. You got it. They're just basically setups in the game that you can get stuck in place and trashed. And not a lot you can do about it. It says it reduces maybe what, you know, that it'll do it to you the next time, but it's just a lot of stuff that basically keeps you from maneuvering and trying to figure out how to get away, and then also keeps you from trying to figure out how to keep people, you know, take people out. You know, that's the other part. It's like these weapons are getting more and more in that direction, and people are like gun-ho for it. Nobody's like, I'm not using that weapon because that don't make no sense. You have to stand up and say, hey, I'm not using this, and it be a group of people, not just 1 or 2 people. It need to be a community, because what happens in the future? Pretty soon you just basically get stuck in a box, get trashed, and that's it. And it's like that'll be the game, you know. So we'll see. I know they did the whole, you know, what you call it, rebalance. So I got some videos from the rebalance when it first kicked back. But that's the deal. So let's get into the one with the Bully. I'm just gonna jump straight to that part, and I believe this is the one. I just want to get to that part with the Bully. because I was basically just confused how quickly my bot was destroyed. Okay, so here we go. This is the bully, okay? Now, right now I have my shield that blocks, supposed to block everything, okay? I'm rocking Redeemers. As you can see, 5 seconds, that means corrosive damage is on my bot, but my shield is being activated and nobody else is hitting me, okay? If it is, I can't see them, okay? You can see the little purple balls that's coming off the weapon, and I'm getting hit by that weapon, okay? Now, there's a Scourge also trying to hit me, so that's doing damage to the shield as well, okay? I think, nope. You know what, I'll take that back. Looks like they got all corrosive. Oh, you know what? They have corrosive and they have the lockdown weapon. That's a little pink weapon coming off that. Now look at the damage I'm taking. Now I'm behind cover right now. I should not be getting hit. Watch my health. So now I have 2 and I'm locked down and my health is just going to 0. Just and then I get taken out by, I think, across the field. Yeah, that's what they jumped to. But yeah, the bully just got destroyed. I mean, literally destroyed in a few seconds almost. So, and I'm getting hit by 2 of these corrosive weapons, so it's almost like they stack. I don't know, but so here we go, moving out. Let's see if we see any pink coming in. I see purple. That's all purple coming in. Now, I believe this Inquisitor here has the lockdown weapon because you're gonna see pink coming off of it right there. You see a little bit. It's hard to see, but you see pink coming off my bot. So I'm getting hit by that, and you're gonna see the lockdown actually happen. But this weapon is actually damaging my shield and my bot at the same time. So I don't know if maybe a certain amount of it is not supposed to be getting through. I don't know, but as you can see, my health and my shield are going down, and now I'm locked down. So you can clearly see, because the Inquisitor jumped, the Inquisitor put the pink, basically that's the lockdown weapon. They have the medium version of it on, and they're hitting me, and now I've been locked down, plus I'm taking corrosive damage at the same time. And you can see my health just dropping. Just lost the weapon. Yeah, so these new setups, you know, I like I say, I love ingenuity, but there are times when it's like, how do you defend against that, right? How do you defend against it? And with that, obviously you can't. You know, I'm real big on having counters, man, and unfortunately, like, that's my counter to the Scourge, is using my shield to turn and try and block it, okay? But the bully just got worked over by this new weapon, and you know, it's one of those things where it's like you should have something that's strong enough to get over there and not just get trashed. It should be, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you thinking. Are you liking the fact that it did this type of damage to the bulwark with the special shield up and it just ignored it pretty much? Just let me know in the comments. You know, let me know in the comments, like, yes or no. Like, hey, you know, now I should have put the shield back up right here. Yeah, I got it up. Crazy. Okay, I just realized that I did pop the shield. So I did what I was supposed to do. Right here, you're gonna see the symbol. So we're gonna hit play. Right now, I'm gonna activate the shield. It's activated. We move back. Done. Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's my take for this server. You know, you got the weapons in the building, people, and you know, these are the new guys. This is what you're gonna be seeing: the Viper and the Wisp. Okay, 500 meters. That's the thing. 10-second reload, 206 damage. Doesn't seem like a lot, but the big one, when you get hit enough by it, you don't even know. Let's go back to that real quick, because that one also, let me see. There's one in here with the when I was in the Inquisitor, and I was just like, man, I just got roasted. This might not. So yeah, you get locked down. You get. I mean, it's. So you get locked down. You get corrosive damage. You can't move. Look at my health dropping. So here we go. I'm getting hit again. Corrosive damage again. And then the Scourge, of course, is just gonna rip me to shreds, okay? I mean, look at that. Oh, man. So, yeah, people, this is where we at, people. This is where we at. Yeah, you got the Viper, you got the Wisp. I'm pretty sure they will come out with a medium version later. They're trying to, and from my point of view, we need to make sure that we don't put basically we don't put the bots back in power that we tried to take out of power, which is basically what they try to do with the rebalances. Let's take the Spectre, let's take the Hashis and the Bogies out of power, but you now have other bots that are pretty strong too coming in. The Blitz, and then the Pursuer and the Hellburner, the Speed Burst, it makes a difference, people. So on this guy here, 500, basic manual fire, rapidly shoots all ammo, weapons, shoot all ammunition, reload. So this will reload by itself. So that part you have to worry about. That's the thing about the Punishers and some of those weapon Tyrans. They don't start recharging until you clear them out. And that was the thing you had to think about psychologically when you were playing. Like, oh, I need to make sure I clear out my weapons. And that could give you an advantage on the battlefield because you got to clear them out. Scourge is the same way, but it does so much damage, but it does kick off. So some of those are psychological things that you can get an advantage when you're playing this game. But you're going in against the way it's set up. You know, we'll see it as they continue to quote unquote try and make it better balanced. But you can't get certain things the way you used to, okay? So here we go. The Falcon definitely does a lot of damage. The Bully, as you can see, my shield was just shredded. They ate through my shield and the bot with no problem. We would say I was getting hit by 5 of them, which makes sense. But I kicked the shield back on. No good, people. No good. And I got about 3 to 4 second, I think, delay. So some of that could come into play on there. Then we had a Wisp here on the Raven, like the Raven. You guys should pick up the new paint job if you haven't picked it up. It's on like 500 gold. Like, what? Let me get this, son. But they need an all black paint job, man, on the Raven and it don't matter on the Carnage, but the Bully, I'll take that back. The Carnage and the Bully, they should get a black paint. I need some blacked out paint, people. I need some savage looking bots, people, just for kicks. So this is the Wisp, okay, now it has 600 meters, okay, so that's why I paired it with the Scourge on the Mender, because it's got the same range on them, so that was the big deal with that. So technically you could rock it on here. You could have switched out these Tyrans for a Scourge, probably a stronger build if you run that. I think that would be a stronger build, because you have the range. The Tyrans are 350, so you got to get closer, you got to cut it in half basically, but if you had the Scourge, you could stand off. You could basically do your damage, keep 1 or 2 of your jumps in place. You could jump back out of that range of whoever you're taking on, hopefully, and keep working them over. So those are the different weapons, man. So I'm gonna call it on that. I got a couple of videos I'll probably put where I actually show the battle just normal, but that's it, man, in a nutshell. Let me know what you're thinking about these weapons, man. Like, hey, is it the deal? Is it like you excited about them? Are you like, I don't know, man, like I was thinking about it, but I don't know. And then, you know, for those who are having problems getting stuff, you know, let me know. Or those you getting the stuff, you cool, you know, let me know. What are you liking about this, not liking about it? Is it you enjoying the new weapons coming out? You know, let me know. Let me know in the comments. So anyway, that's the Ghost, man. I'm about to pull up out of here. But I just wanted to go over the stuff I picked up from the test server. Keep it 100, man. Deuces, man.
Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, and as always, choose life over death.